favourite part of being in room 16 is the POGL learning process, because we do this for reading, writing and maths, and it's funner because instead of doing what the teacher says, we can self-assess ourselves and kind of choose what we want to do.
The one thing that I like being in room 16 for is because whenever I make a mistake, Miss Ems tells me what I've done wrong and tells me how I can improve it, but she also tells me what I did well.
My favourite part of being in room 16 is how I have such a lovely teacher who helps me in every time I need help and is always teaching us new things.
My favourite part of being in room 16 would be having Miss Em as a teacher, because she's really fun and I really enjoy her. She's probably the best teacher.
My favourite part of being in room 16 is there's lots of different kids in there, like unique at their own thing, and we don't have to be good at one thing because we've all got different hidden talents.
My favourite part of being in room 16 is that I have lots of friends.
My favourite part of being in room 16 is having fun, learning new strategies and having such a caring, lovely teacher.
And if I could tell my teacher one thing, it would be that she's great at what she does and she's one of the best teachers I've ever had.
If I could tell my teacher one thing, it would be that she's the bestest teacher I've ever had, and no one can beat her teaching because she's motivated me to learn stuff I've never wanted to learn, for example, decimals and fractions.
And if I could tell my teacher one thing, it would be she's the funniest, joyful person that I have probably ever met, and I always wanted to be my teacher.
If I could tell you my teacher one thing, it would be to keep her career up and not stop doing what she does because she's really good at it.
The one thing I'd tell Miss Em is that she's very beautiful.
If I could tell my teacher one thing, it would be I wish I could come back next year and if she could be my teacher.
The thing I enjoyed most this year is doing pick-up class stories, because I could work in pairs and contribute with other people. Pick-up class stories there's two options, and then it leads to lots of endings, and it's also fun because it's on the computer.
One thing I have done this year is silhouette art, and I really enjoyed that because I like art, and when it's done it looks really effective.
One thing I have done this year is I've liked doing this year was gymnastics with Miss Em, because she's really good at it and I like doing it.
My teacher helps me by teaching me different strategies to get around tricky situations.
And my teacher helps me by helping me when I'm confused or I need some help explaining things.
My teacher helps me by telling me what I've done good in my work and then what I can improve on next time. If I could tell my teacher one thing, it would be that I had a really good year and I'm really going to miss her.